In neighborhoods all over America, individuals spend their time on different hobbies and activities, from fun games to extreme sports. But at a city commissioners meeting in Fort Lauderdale, Florida,
welcome to the city commission meeting.
One group's special interest is about to raise some eyebrows.
Is Ms. Crave here?
Here.
You signed up to speak. Would you care to speak?
Yes, sir.
Come on up.
To everyone's surprise, 3 neighbors appear in Dominatrix-style outfits.
Good evening, council peoples. You may call me Mistress.
Today, the counselors are discussing whether to spend $1 million on a waste processing plant. But this rubber-clad neighbor has a different idea.
So, I propose that you use a quarter of that mill to support DOMs and subs in Broward County to build a dungeon. Created for us by us, the taxpayers and voting citizens. In closing, do not let this glamorous look distract you from doing your duty to take my demand. I look forward to spanking each and every single one of you at the new esteemed dungeon. You are dismissed.
Okay, thank you. And happy holidays to you. Anyone else wish to speak?
Despite the mistress's kinky request, the counselors feel their hands are tied.
Do I hear a motion to approve CP3? Do I hear a second?
Second, but not for the dungeon.
So they go ahead and allocate funds to the garbage disposal plant. But it's good to know that this is a neighborhood where all neighbors feel at home. Even if for them, that home is a dungeon.
You are dismissed.
The police is here right now. They got the guns out.
A Denver contractor is working on a scaffolding several stories up, his building materials stacked below him. The police are responding to a report of a stolen truck and someone stealing a dirt bike inside this parking garage.
Oh, whoa, they hit our, they stuck.
The 2 men in the stolen truck ram into the police car. The stolen dirt bike evident in the back.
Hey, they're running all over our.
They also repeatedly ram into the contractor's materials below, leaving little doubt who the contractor is rooting for.
Get that, bust that. Oh!
The truck hits the building's transformer.
Oh! They just up.
Putting an end to what may be Denver's shortest police chase.
They just up. They up. Get that. Get his ass.
But as police chase one suspect through the neighborhood, they ignore the truck, giving the driver a chance to escape.
Damn! All the power in that building's gone.
In less than a minute, this stolen truck collides with a patrol car,
Boom!
construction material,
Whoa! Hey, they're running all over our.
and a building's transformer,
Oh!
resulting in $29,000 in damages. The police arrest the passenger for auto theft and criminal mischief. His case is pending.
Damn! His homeboy got away, though.
The driver has yet to be caught. Luckily, this contractor isn't hurt, and even had a front row seat to this neighborhood's ultimate power trip.
Oh!
Twin Creeks, Indiana, Donata Banks has been living in a family neighborhood with her husband Corey for 6 years. When new neighbors, 26-year-old Luvia, her husband Miguel, and their 3 daughters move in across the street, they soon become friends.
We actually just got along very well. We would sit out there and talk. They would offer beer to us, and we would get drinks out there with them.
We thought, oh, what a nice couple moving in. But the first thing out of the husband's mouth was how well did we know their neighbors to the right of them. And we had to tell them we knew them pretty well, unfortunately.
According to Donata, the married couple who live near Luvia and her husband are problem neighbors.
They would accuse us of all kinds of things. She's shouting obscenities. Someone's working on my house. She's calling the police.
Soon after they move in, Luvia claims that the neighbors start making racist comments.
Go back to Mexico.
so Luvia starts recording.
I'm actually Mexican, so I have always been proud of it. My whole life, I lived here in Indianapolis. I never experienced racism against me. Purchasing the home was the worst decision of my life.
One evening, when Luvia is walking on what she thinks is her front yard, Luvia says the neighbor starts yelling at her.
Get off my property. Get your fat ass off my property.
I am on my property.
It turns out that the neighbors think that 2 feet of Luvia's yard belongs to them. And as Luvia and her family don't have a fence marking their boundary, it becomes a constant issue. One afternoon, the neighbor becomes angry that Luvia's husband is mowing the contested part of the yard.
Mexican's gonna be dead.
And she turns her attention to Luvia and Donata, who are sitting on Luvia's porch.
When she tells me I'm gonna wrap the water hose around your neck, I'm feeling terrified, I'm feeling scared.
You feel like nothing's safe anymore. So yeah, I was really scared.
The police are called several times, and they advise Luvia to put no trespassing signs on the strip of land she believes to be part of her yard.
My neighbor would remove the no trespassing signs and throw them on my driveway. We didn't have proof it was her, but it was obviously her.
A few months later, Donata is sitting outside her house across the street when she sees the other neighbor confronting Luvia and her husband. So, Donata starts recording.
Get that sign out of my yard, you piece of trash.
I just had a feeling that something was about to happen.
Suddenly, the neighbor marches toward Luvia and Miguel in a fury.
When she throws the sign at my husband, I can see the anger in her eyes, in my husband's eyes, and I don't know what's gonna happen next.
No, touch me, I'll kill you.
Calm down.
Let her.
Calm
let
down.
her. Let her. Let her.
Calm down.
Let her. Let her.
Calm down.
Let her.
Hey.
Let her. No, let her.
trash.
Let her.
It was very shocking. I never thought it was ever going to get, physical. It was actually terrifying.
Call the police.
Hey.
I've already called the police.
Okay, let the police come out here.
This was supposed to be the best time of my life, being first-time homeowners, and it was just so horrible.
The neighbors, Donata and Corey, are watching from across the street, and when the angry neighbor notices, she turns on them too.
Go back in your house.
Do it.
And they are scared.
I am worried for my neighbor's safety, everyone's safety. We're in the fear on a daily of walking out to our house, to our car.
When the police arrive, the neighbor is arrested and charged with trespassing, battery, and assault. The charges are later dismissed. However, when the video goes viral, 20 other neighbors come forward and complain to the HOA that the neighbor also harassed them. After an investigation, the HOA asked the problem neighbors to sell. But it's Donata and the Fair Housing Center of Indiana who take the neighbor to court for racial discrimination.
It makes me very sad to think about how she made us feel. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
The neighbor loses the case and is ordered to pay total damages of $225,000 for harassment and taunting people based on their race and national origin.
I never let her see me cry. I let her pay for what she did, and she's going to pay.
When the new neighbors move in, they have no issue with the boundary line.
It felt like I could live in peace. My kid could go outside and play. So it just felt great. I mean, it just felt like a beautiful, normal home.
Now, all the neighbors enjoy cookouts and socializing with one another.
It's nice to have Donata and her husband as neighbors because they're always there for us. This incident brings the whole neighborhood together. So everybody's happy now.
New York's Central Park is an urban oasis for Manhattan neighbors and tourists alike. And for Addison Pusateri, it's one of his favorite places to decompress.
It's definitely laid back. It's never too crowded in one place because there's so many places that you can go. There's people riding their bikes by, joggers. There's a bunch of tourists and a bunch of neighbors, and everyone is really calm, cool, and collected.
But while out, enjoying a leisurely afternoon, Addison and his boyfriend get a rude awakening.
There was a musician singing. She was very soft, serene.
The singer's performance isn't music to everyone's ears.
A man with his dog walks up and starts yelling at her, telling her she's ruining his walk. I started recording, I think, at this point. My boyfriend is feeling really bad for her. So he goes up and gives her a $20 bill. And as he's giving her the money, the man yelling at her kind of directs his anger at my boyfriend.
Oh, no, neither is she. She's not supposed to be here. Now go about your business and mind your own damn business.
To insult the local neighbors to the fullest extent, he resorts to calling them the worst name of all.
You're tourists. You're here for 5 minutes. You don't live here.
Before Addison can jump to his boyfriend's defense, his New York neighbors do it for him as he records the action.
All day long. Neighborhood. Do you have to listen to this every day? Okay? She's not supposed to be here.
Shut the up and go to your country house.
Sure. You should mind your own business. You should mind yours.
More people kept getting involved until it was almost like a whole crowd versus this man who's just berating this woman still, as everyone's telling him you should leave.
Instead of taking a hint, the indignant neighbor doubles down and tries to unplug the singer's amp.
I don't know if he's gonna try and break her equipment. It's really kind of tense at this moment.
You're a jackass, dude.
Leave! Go away!
You got nothing better to do?
I'm retired. I live here. My dog wants to be in the car. I have nothing better to do. What I don't want to do is have to listen to her for a while.
To put an end to the ornery neighbor's onslaught, the performer gives in and agrees to turn down the volume.
I can see it in her eyes. She's had enough, and she starts playing music again, and it becomes kind of a soundtrack to him arguing with people.
Leave! Leave!
The neighbor finally retreats, but not without a foreboding promise.
I'll be back.
Okay, bye, Karen. Have a great day.
As for Addison, he is happy he didn't need to physically get involved, so he could capture the neighbor's irrational interaction.
I am relieved for the musician, and I am happy to have seen so many people come to her defense. The people in New York do still have heart, and they jump in to defend whoever's the victim of the situation.
Shut the up and go to your country house.
In the quiet suburban neighborhood of Lake Worth, Florida, 19-year-old Caden Hillary is crazy about fishing. One day, Caden and two of his friends are casting their lines in a local pond, which is part of a homeowners association. They don't live here, but they have fished in this spot many times before with no issues.
All right, let me cast it.
But just as they start reeling in the catch,
Oh my God, there's like 10 of them.
Caden sees a neighbor approaching whose house backs onto the pond.
The lake isn't your property.
Huh?
The lake's not your property.
Suddenly, with no warning, the neighbor lashes out.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Caden finds himself in the 6-foot lake, fully clothed, and luckily, his friend helps him out. Stunned by what just happened, Caden and his buddies confront the neighbor, who is with his wife and kids.
What's your problem, bro?
What happened?
You guys cannot fish here. You cannot fish here. There's no sign there. Leave. Why'd you come out here and touch him? Leave him. Why'd you touch anybody? He's slipping and fell.
I slipped and fell?
Yeah. You just pushed him. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. It's on camera.
It's literally on camera.
Next, the neighbor calls the police, even though he is the one who pushed Caden into the water.
Yeah, I'm sure that guy called you. Dude, he pushed me in the lake.
I'm sorry, what?
I swear to God, he pushed me in the lake.
You have that on camera?
I got it on camera.
Show me that.
All right.
At this point, Caden stops filming But to avoid being charged with assault, the neighbor is ordered to attend anger management classes and write a letter of apology. Caden insists he is still waiting for the letter, but he hasn't seen the neighbor again because he and his friends now fish elsewhere. There are plenty of other fishing ponds in this neighborhood. It's almost evening in Cleveland when two local officers respond to a call from a homeowner whose neighbor has somehow, bizarrely, crashed a car into his own house. But the situation is much more serious than that.
Yeah, don't go back there.
And what's worse, the neighbor is standing just feet away from the inferno.
Sir! Ooh! Why'd you step over this way?
Your car's on fire. Your car's on fire.
Despite their pleas, the disoriented neighbor doesn't budge.
Okay, radio. We also have a male in the backyard, but he won't come away from the car, and I don't want to go any closer to the car.
But that's not their only worry.
I'm gonna tell these neighbors to get out. Their house is gonna catch.
The fire is spreading fast. The officers alert the local fire department, and now it's a race against time to warn the next-door neighbors.
Cleveland, please! What? There's a current fire next to the house. I just want to make sure that we can get out the house. This house catches on fire, okay? Okay. Okay.
Hearing the commotion, the disoriented neighbor of the car finally walks out.
Are you okay? Hey, are you high? Are you drunk? You okay? What? What's going on? Get over here by this car.
The man is detained, but then the cops get some alarming news.
There's no house, but I don't know if you feel it. 927. The neighbor said that there's an old woman that does live in this house.
And the officers need to get inside before the entire house is engulfed in flames.
Go, go, go.
The officers must take any means necessary to get inside.
No, I don't have one on me.
Watch out. All right.
Every second they can't get inside could be the difference between this neighbor's life or death.
The house is on fire too, guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
As explosions go off in the background, they finally get the door open. Luckily, after a quick search of the property, the officers are relieved to discover that nobody is home, and the fire department arrives to extinguish the blaze before it can spread to one of the neighboring houses. But the damage is already done, not only to the neighboring properties, but also to the car that is now toast.
Holy plate burnt to a crisp yet. Can you see the bin? At all? 4 days. And it was in perfect condition. Yeah, perfect.
The man that the police believe is responsible for the blaze is taken to the hospital for further evaluation. Pending further investigation, the fire is treated as an accident. And luckily for everyone in the neighborhood, there is no loss of life after this unusual incident. New Orleans, Louisiana is one of the biggest party cities in the country. From Bourbon Street to neighborhood block parties, the atmosphere is wild and unpredictable. And no one could predict the response of New Orleans native Byron Cole when he receives a request from the elderly neighbors living next door.
A couple of my neighbors called me and they were like, B, they having a jazz fest down the street. We can't even get our cars through there.
Always eager to lend a neighborly hand, Byron walks to the end of the block and he's shocked by what he finds.
Somebody's car here, blocking the street, and they're having a party. See them down there? We're trying to see now if they have a permit.
With no sign of a permit in sight, Byron calls the New Orleans Police Department to come down and assess the situation. But before they arrive, the neighbor, who appears to have organized the block party, approaches Byron to address his concerns.
Any neighbor. Good time for 1 hour,
yeah.
And then it'll be over. We got margaritas, we got tacos.
I don't want any margaritas. I don't want any tacos. What I want is I want to be considered. Where are you from? Where you can just come shut my street down and don't tell me you're having a party or nothing?
This is my home, and I would love.
Where you from? This street ain't your home.
It is.
Where you from?
I'm from here.
You're not from this street. I live in my great-grandmother's house. You a lie.
I live here.
I was raised there. I know you weren't raised here. Where are you from?
Arkansas.
You came on a false premise. You're from here. I had to break you down from that. But you're really from Arkansas. I pay more property tax than anybody here.
Don't even live right.
I can't get through here. It's a one-way, sweetie.
Then go around, sir.
Yeah. I know you're sentiment.
Some of the fellow neighbors at the block party try to intervene.
Man, look. This is my neighborhood.
Okay.
I don't need to be nice. We at wall. We want to know why the they blocked the street and ain't tell us.
I don't want my kids to get run over.
Yeah, bitch. Get a permit. You don't got no white privilege here, Arkansas, bitch.
Pushed to the brink by Byron's verbal assault, the woman does something not even Byron sees coming.
Look at this. Yeah, we know what you was from the jump, bitch. We know what you was from the jump.
All hell breaks loose as another partygoer gets involved.
Look, you bitch. You bitch. Your privilege is extinct here, ho. Your privilege is extinct here, ho. Get the bitch. On what authority did we gotta ask you to move on our street? You old trifling. Shut her down, bitch. Yeah, your mama. Your plantation Miss Daisy.
The New Orleans police arrive to defuse the tense situation.
They had no permit. They blocked the street with their personal car. I can prove everything I'm saying.
Pressured by Byron and the police presence, the mooning neighbor clears the blockade, and Byron heads home to let his elderly neighbors know the coast is now clear. And according to Byron, he hasn't had a run-in with his disruptive neighbor again.
Ain't running New Orleans. Unapologetic!